Hello, welcome back to my channel. Yes, I'm still setting up the stream here, as you can see. I should probably open the game first. I'll fix the scoreboard in a second. I'll set up the game first. How about that? So... I'm opening the game right now. It's probably kicked off already. It's loading. It's taking quite a while to load. There you go. Yeah, the game has already kicked off, so I'm a bit late, but oh well. Oh, biggie. We're 1 minute and 35 seconds late. It's a throw into Anderlecht now. One moment. Bloop. The colors are wrong. Anderlecht. Imagine Anderlecht playing in blue. That'd be cursed. And Brugge playing in our white away kit. I think. Oh yeah, our white away kit. Joachim Seys has won the ball now, but I think a free kick is being given here. I wasn't really paying attention. I'm setting up this scoreboard. That color is not right on that, is it? Is that better? Yeah, that looks better. And the chat. Guys, come out here as well. There we go. Lovely. Lovely. Hello. Big up to him. How are you? Hey. Yesterday was the start to a good weekend. It was the start of something new, as they say. You have Utrecht won or is winning. I think that game is still going. Yeah, Utrecht is winning against Ajax. I said 1-3 to Club Brugge. 3-1 to Bruges, I said yesterday. Or was it the day before? But I'll stick with that. 1-3 to Bruges. Now that's a foul here by Bruges. Let's see here. So the lineup for Bruges is Jakkers, Sabbe, Ordonez, Mechelen, Seys in the back five, in the back four and goalkeeper. Jakkers, of course, playing due to injury. Back four is, I mean, what you'd expect. Stankovic and Onyedika in midfield. It's not bad, but I'm genuinely wondering if I'm genuinely wondering if we could have done Stankovic, Van Aken and Vermont in the 10 with Tresoldi in the 9. I'm genuinely wondering that, but this is fine too. Van Aken in the 10. Vermont just fouled here. Vermont in the 9. And then Forbes and Zolis on the wings. So that's about what you'd expect. Yeah, I'd say that's about what you'd expect in this game, to be honest. So, for Anderlecht, Bertaccini against Vermont. Hey, Belgium's 2 best strikers face off. To be fair, Bertaccini, I'm gonna be honest, Bertaccini does kind of blow Vermont out of the water. I think he's so good. I wish we had him. I genuinely wish we had him. If we had Bertaccini, bro. Oh my days. You put Bertaccini in the 10, you put Van Aken, Stankovic together in midfield. Oh, you're cooking, mate. I can't lie. Or you put Bertaccini in the 9 and Vermont in the 10, if you like that. But I think Vermont in the 9 would be better. I think Bertaccini's weakest position is the 9, actually. Good ball down the left here for Anderlecht in, and they have already scored. Ay, that's a poor start. It's their scrubby new striker who scored. Yikes. Yeah, yikes. Just one ball down the left here, and it all comes apart. Yeah, look at that defending. Oh, nobody is marking the runner. That is very poor. Stankovic is walking back. Nobody's marking the runner. Sabbe should be paying attention to what's happening in his back. And Mechelen, I believe, just rolls the ball through his legs. Yeah, I think the ball just rolls between the legs of Mechelen. That is very poor. That is very poor. Well then, great start this is. Koosmans on the ball now. Poor defending. Very, 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 very poor defending. You can't allow that much space on the wings. Sabbe is not paying attention to what's happening in his back. Stankovic is nowhere. Just nowhere. He's not where he's supposed to be, Stankovic. Sabbe not looking around him. He's not aware what's happening behind him. Atalanta is 2-0 down. Yeah. I think that's mainly on Stankovic and Sabbe there. Because what happens here is Sabbe runs into the position where Stankovic is supposed to be. Sabbe is not supposed to be there. That's Stankovic's position. Sabbe should be on the wide areas. And that's where it happens. Stankovic is nowhere. Like, if you're gonna vacate your position, yeah, and not pay attention, run down to wide area where the player goes away. It's incredibly poor. The main offender is definitely Stankovic, but I think Sabbe tries to make up for Stankovic's mistake, but he should not be doing that. That should be the role of the centre backs to step up, not of the wide player to absolutely leave the wing and allow so much space to be created. I mean, you know what that is, though? That is players who think they're better than what they are. Like, when they play against Barcelona, everyone is focused. Stankovic will never be walking back like that against Barcelona. He didn't do that. But then he plays against random team in the Belgian league and oh, I'm too good for this. Fucking cunt. These players, yeah, they all think they're too good for these games. They don't pay attention and they get fucked. You're not getting into a top club with that mentality. Like, I'm sorry. If you think you're too good for this game, you're probably not good enough for this game. But these players don't get that. These super talented players, yeah, with this type of attitude, they think they can just fuck around a bit and they'll get at a top club. There's a reason that Inter didn't want you, man. And it can't be your talent, because whenever you've played, you're fucking incredible. So it has to be your attitude. And Stankovic is not the only one. A lot of these players do that. Which is why the Belgian players tend to play better in the Belgian league. Because they care about the Belgian league. Even if they're not better players. But yeah, it's just incredibly poor. De Ketelaar on the bench. Isn't the Ketelaar coming back from an injury, though? So if we lose this game, Union does have a chance after playing Charleroi. No, Mechelen. My apologies, Mechelen. Union has a chance to go 6 points cleared after playing Mechelen, should we lose this game. So it's important to keep close to Union. Because I don't think Union are good enough to win the title this year. I really don't. They lost some good players and they lost their manager, which is huge. So they're gonna have fuck-ups, especially in big games, they're gonna have fuck-ups. But you need to get close there. If Union can walk away, they can have as many fuck-ups as they want in big games, if they're too many points ahead. Like, you don't have to win the big games to win a league title. Like, how many big games are there in a given season? You play against Brugge, that's one big game, if you're Union. You play against Anderlecht, that's 2 big games. Antwerp and Standard, are those big games? You know, let's say 4 big games, and you play those games twice a year. So that's 8 big games. Okay, you can lose all those 8 games. If you win the 22 other games, you pick up 66 points. So you don't need to win the big games to win a title. Because I believe 66 points is exactly what Union had last season in the regular competition. Let me check. No. Oh, wow, Union only had 55 points. 66 points would have put them 2 points behind Genk last season. And it would have put them ahead and first the season before that. Now Sabah is on the ground. This looks pretty bad. You've already got a fullback injured, so this is not great. But yeah, in the 30-game season so far, when did the 30-game season start? I think it started in was it 21-22? The first season with come on. I think it was 21-22, the first season with the 22-team table. Sorry, with the 30-team table. It's 16. I'm slurring my words. No. 21-22 was still 18 teams. So was it 22-23 then? It was 23-24. Okay. It's more recent than I thought. 23-24. So since there has been a 16-team league, which means 30 games, the points table has been 70 points on top in regular season, 68 points, and yeah. So 70 points and 68 points. And before that, even with 18 teams. Okay, that was 75 points. Okay. But anyhow, you get the points. 70 points and 68 points. 66 points gets you right up there. Jakkers now, long ball, into nowhere, out for the throw-in. Very poor start here for the Brugge. Hugo Sikwe coming on for Sabah. Yikes. Vermont now. Gets the ball to Forbes. Sikwe. Our right back area is going to be very weak with Sikwe on the pitch. In the summer, I did want to buy a new fullback, because Sique is not a fullback. If in the summer we had bought a decent left back, or a decent right back, doesn't really matter, then we could have had covered there when Meyer goes down, because he is injury prone. Now we don't. Now we've got Sique, a midfielder, playing on right back. And Sique is a midfielder, by the way. Just because he played right back on paper for Cercle Bruges doesn't mean he played right back there. Because they played with a back three. And their right and left back pushed up into midfield. So he was really a central midfielder who came down as a fullback when they were defending in 5-4-1. That's not the same as playing right back in a back four. First of all, you don't play in midfield. Second of all, when you're in a back five, you've got more cover, especially when it's a 5-4-1. As opposed to 4-4-2, which is how Bruges defends. Ball into Zoli's here. Zoli's running ahead. Gets the ball into Forbes. Forbes loses it. Ball comes to the right side again with Sique. Sique, poor pass. Sique, look at the wide areas. You're leaving so much space. You're running into Ordonez, who is a centre back. And you're leaving all that space. Sub did the exact same thing. Belgium's... look at that ball though by Vermont. Belgium is up 1-0 in the Under-17s World Cup. Zoli's. His shot is forward. Look at that ball though by Vermont. This guy is a proper silky baller, bro. Romeo Vermont... Romeo Vermont is the best player, yeah, that we've had out of this academy in a long time. Romeo Vermont and Seys both. Such a silky baller. And you know what it is, yeah? He's not just a very good baller, but he also scores. He scores in big games, he scores in general. I know he's not scored that much this season. That's because he's been injured. I think he's only got 2 goals in the league so far, but again, because he's been injured. Should have scored in Champions League, he was robbed there. Anderlecht are the best. When's the last time you won a title? Almost 10 years ago. Ah, right. Ball with Ordonez again. Come on, give the ball to Van Aken. Ah, that's the quick guy. Every time Sique touches the ball, I'm sweating, bro. Ball headed on by Zoli's and ball cleared by Anderlecht. Van Aken. Forbes. Ah. We just can't get the ball out of our feet, can we? Now an Anderlecht player dives down here on the ground. Don't think there was much contact there. He does go down. They're showing a replay now. I mean, I don't think there was much contact there at all. I don't think that should be a free kick. Like, there's barely any contact. Modern football is so soft, isn't it? I mean, you look at Premier League games. If you look at the Premier League, they never give a free kick for that. You look at the Belgian League or the La Liga, these leagues, they're so soft. And I prefer that in the Premier League. You can kick someone and not immediately be penalized. It's a contact sport, right? Why is the game being paused now? Referee is pausing the game. I'm not sure why. Giving a free kick here. What? I've no idea why the referee paused the game there, but the game continues. Anderlecht lose the ball. It's a corner. By the way, was it Bertaccini who got the assist for that offside goal? I think it might have been. Just saying, get him into national team. It's actually incomprehensible that Adriano Bertaccini is not in the national team. Easily the best Belgian footballer in the league. Like, I know he's been injured, but come on. Class is class, isn't it? What is the Belgian national team, actually? Belgium national... Who did we call up? Let me see. Use necessary cookies only. What? Here we go. So Castagna is in the squad, which... Okay. All that support clearance by Bruges. Ball remains in the box here. Now on the wide areas. Anderlecht could cross in, have chipped the ball back. It's shot wide. That was good work there by Augustinsson. Sorry, not Augustinsson, Angulo. Got the ball back to Saliba. I said Augustinsson because the camera zoomed in on him. I mean, they've got Luke Bacchio in the national team. They've got Ngoy from Lille. He played for the Standard. Played for the Standard Liège and Anderlecht, of course. Ngoy. I mean, if Ngoy is there, surely Bertaccini should be there as well. Raskin, Openda, Onana all make sense to me. Salmakers, sure. Trossard. I mean, if Trossard is there, surely Bertaccini should be there too. Bertaccini is twice the player Trossard is. Oh, but he plays in the Premier League. Fuck the Premier League, mate. Benchwarmer in the Premier League is not better than one of the best players in the Belgian league. Oh, that's a poor pass. Was that Ordonez? Koolsmans now. Good ball down the left here for, right for Bruges, left for Anderlecht. Anderlecht have been playing good passes all game. Brugge have not had a sniff yet. Anderlecht just missed another chance. I think Brugge has had one good chance with Zolis, and that's about it. Getting absolutely blown out of the water here. I know Anderlecht's only goal is an own goal, but they've had good chances. Brugge has not. And if Mechelen didn't go in there and scored that own goal, well, the guy behind him, I believe it was their striker, the number 9. I don't know how to say his name. He would have scored a tap-in if Mechelen didn't go in. So yeah, they've created all the chances. Oh, Mechelen, that's bored. Brugge hold on to the ball, but Mechelen completely missed the ball there. Could have given it away. Says. Goes backwards. Good ball Van Aken into Onyedika. Now Says flicks it on to Van Aken. Again Van Aken. Oh, is going through everyone. Oh, that's bored. I mean, it's our first good moment of football, but that cross is so poor. That's the type of cross that a fast striker would have done. But Vermont isn't exactly fast, is he? I mean, he's not slow, Romeo, but it's not rapid either. Speaking of Romeo, he has scored a goal in every single game against Anderlecht in his career, which is 3 games. No, 5 games, I think. So let's see if he continues his record. Ordonez wins the ball and gives it to Jakkers. Good ball saves, incredible ball saves even. Stankovic now. Stankovic is in the white area. Doesn't excel when he's down on the wing. That was very poor. I mean, you see, he's trying to play silky football, but like, bro, you're dropping a stinker. When you're dropping a stinker, you don't play silky football. You play basic one-touch passes and stuff like that. But like, bro, that should be a throw into Bruges, by the way. Okay, it is. I thought that was given to Anderlecht, because Zolis was complaining. Says throws in. It's cleared by, I believe that was cleared by Angulo. Ball with Van Aken now. Van Aken, good ball into Stankovic again. This is good by Stankovic. Gets the ball to Zolis, who just passes it sideways to Sikwe. Why are you passing it so hard? Like, weight of pass is very important. If Sikwe gives that pass better into Forbes, Forbes can take the ball in his stride and he can go dribble or he can cut inside. He can do what he wants. But when you shoot the ball into somebody, okay, it gets to the correct place, but it's way too hard. You're doing fuck all with that ball. Igor Thiago is starting. Of course he is. Why wouldn't he start? So far, Anderlecht has dominated this game. And Zolis is being a bitch. Zolis has not had a good start to the season. He's picked up goals and assists here and there, but he's not played good. Atalanta 3-0 down. Zolis now flicks the ball on to Vermont. Romeo is forced to go wide, returns to Zolis. Zolis going inside. What the fuck is that? Ball cleared now. Brugge win it back. Seis. Mechelen. Onyedika drops down to collect the ball. Stankovic gives the ball to Seis now. Seis goes in midfield. Zolis. I mean, he's surrounded by 3 players. He's always gonna have it difficult to do anything there. But like, I'm looking at our midfield and I'm thinking, how are we so cramped? Surely Zolis can just hold to it and give some space for some other midfielders, but somehow we're getting completely cramped down here. I mean, look at this pitch. All the Anderlecht players come down to one side. Play the ball to the right. Play the ball to the left. Keep moving the ball from side to side. Not gonna keep shifting your entire weight, are you? At some point you're gonna make a mistake. But we keep trying to force the ball down one side of the pitch. Good ball to Romeo here. Romeo gets fouled. Free kick to Brugge. Again, I think that's a soft foul. I mean, in the Premier League, they don't give that. Zolis now. Who's the referee, by the way, for this game? Let me check. Up. Left. The referee for this game is Erik Lambrecht. Ball into the box is cleared. And oh, Vermont with his terrible header strikes again. Oh, he should score that. That is the one thing that Vermont needs to work on. Headers and physicality. Like those two things. If Vermont can get his physicality better and can learn how to take a fucking header, he'll be world class. But his headers are so comically poor. Like, I swear down. Someone needs to tell Vermont, you stay 1 hour longer after training and you work on your headers. And when you play for a top team and you're winning league titles in a top 5 league, thank me for making you stay here and do that. Angulo is allowed to move into midfield way too easily. Anderlecht in general allowed way too much space in midfield. Look how easy it is for Anderlecht when they go forwards. They shoot wide now. It's the cut. Shoots wide. But look at all this space. Van Aken and Stankovic are both mispositioned there. Everyone is allowed all the room in the world. This is just poor setup. Sique does very well there to win a free kick. From a pretty pass, if you ask me. I mean, but this is midfielder work that Sique is doing. When Sique does midfielder work, he actually kind of cooks. Almost like he's a midfielder, not a right back. some pressure from Anderlecht here, but it's not very good. Brugge give the ball away the moment the pressure goes away. I mean, where are you passing toward? I'm genuinely wondering. When you're getting under pressure, you pass into open space. Okay, makes sense. Then there's no pressure and you pass the ball to someone who's 5 centimeters away from a defender. Romeo, brilliant here. Gets the ball to Zolis. Zolis can't trap it. Was gonna be difficult. The manager has to fix up here the second half. I don't like the shape we've played in so far. I don't like how we're attacking either. Says heads the ball across the pitch. Shouldn't do that. If you can't head the ball into your teammates, head it to the wide areas. When the ball is out wide, it's less dangerous. He should not be heading the ball into midfield. If you can't get the ball to a teammate, don't head it into midfield. That's so dumb. I mean, like, these are the things that the manager should be telling them. The coach should be telling them, don't head into midfield. Of course, that is on Says as well. Says should know that on his own. But the coach should be saying, if you can't reach anyone, do not head the ball in midfield. Head it out wide. Free kick now to Anderlecht. And Sique took a yellow card. And the header goes wide. Onyedika. Oh, does very well there, Onyedika, to get the ball to Ordonez under some pressure. Now, ball with Sique. Stankovic, you fucking moron! This is what I mean, bro. He's not doing that stuff against Barcelona. He thinks he's good. You're not good, my guy. If you were good, Inter Milan would not have sold you. Against Barcelona, he's doing the basics. Simple touches, good passes, looking at... He's doing the basics, he's staying in position. In this game... Oh, it's only the Belgian league. Fuck these guys, I'm gonna do tricks and I'm... What the fuck do you think you are? If you were half as good as you think you are, Inter Milan would not have sold you, mate. You'd be starting every game for Inter Milan if you were half as good as you think. Fucking pisses me off when these footballers go to a lower competition and they think, I'm too good for this. No the fuck you're not. If you were too good for this, you wouldn't be here. Full-time Ajax. They lost. Well, I guess Michael is not having a good day either. Kamara passes the ball into Saliba. Saliba into the box. Sloppy defending right now. Brugge and Jakkers picks up the ball. Romeo is by far the best player for the Brugge so far. Romeo is our best defender, best midfielder, and best attacker so far. How old is Romeo? 21, I believe. Let me check. Romeo Vermont. Yeah, he's 21 years old. He's doing midfield shifts. He's doing defensive shifts, and he's doing striker shifts. We are slapping Loserpool today. I better hope so. This guy. This guy was laying down on the ground, holding his shin. He was swirling on the ground, bruv. Referee didn't give the foul. He immediately jumps up and starts complaining. Fucking comedy this. It's a special occasion for the Pep. The team better win for him. Hey, that's true as well, isn't it? It's his 1000th game. No better way to cap off game 1000 than a 3-1 win. Haaland brace and Foden opener. Yeah, Foden opens up the scoring 1-0 outside of the box. Just to show everyone that he's back, and then Haaland takes over from there, gets a little brace. Romeo. I'll let it slide for Romeo, because he's actually been cooking this game. But he let the ball go through his feet there and didn't reach Says. Lucas Hay picks up a yellow card. I think he shouldered or elbowed Romeo in the face. Yo, right now, you know what I would like right now? Rico Lewis in this fucking midfield. Put Rico Lewis in this midfield and we cook, bro. Man City, yeah, Man City. Loan deal, Rico Lewis, 1 season on loan. Ancient Leenders will cook. Against Liverpool? No. In this game, most definitely. I think Man City should loan out Rico Lewis for 1 year to Club Brugge. Bruges? For half a season, Rico Lewis in midfield, bro, we're cooking. Because Rico Lewis is a twink, yeah? But the Belgian league is so soft. Like, the moment you push into someone in the Belgian league, it's a foul. So Rico Lewis being a twink literally doesn't matter in this league. Bro, in the Belgian league, Lewis would cook. Because in the Premier League, yeah, you're allowed to push into players. You're allowed to fight each other over the ball. You're allowed to shove players to the ground. In the Belgian league, the moment you touch a player, it's a fucking foul. This league is so soft. So Rico Lewis being a twink doesn't matter in the Belgian league. And Bruges could use a midfielder right now. Oh, that's Van Aken. Bertaccini passes the ball into this scrub of a striker. Oscar Bob could use a loan deal as well, by the way. I think I'd loan Oscar Bob out to, like, Crystal Palace or something like that, you know? Like a mid-table team with some European games. That's what I'd loan Oscar Bob out to. Like, I mean, this is the thing, yeah? Because everyone is saying, oh, Oscar Bob is talented, Rico Lewis is talented, these are the players for the future. Sure. Loan Oscar Bob out to Crystal Palace for 1 year. Go buy a 1-year player who's experienced. Go do that. Experienced swinger on the bench for about a year. Maybe 2 years. Oscar Bob out on loan for 2 years. And he can come back ready-made. Carlos Ford picks up the ball here. Now Bruges, oh, good play this. Romeo gets it into Van Aken. Van Aken into Stankovic, I believe, up the pitch. Now Zolis. Romeo on the far post. Zolis goes himself. It was a good attempt. Decent save by Koolsemans. Again, Romeo. Brilliant play here by him. Good pass by Van Aken. He knows Stankovic is slow as fuck, so he puts the ball into his feet rather than ahead of him. We're not buying Vini. The club, Rodrigo, I can see, but Vini Jr. will never buy. Because Pep hates players like those. I mean, Pep Guardiola had Zlatan Ibrahimovic. He's 10 times the player Vinny Jr. will ever be. And he sold Zlatan in a heartbeat because he didn't like the attitude. Romeo. Forbes. Romeo. Zolis. As a goal from distance, it's... all the best chances so far have fallen to Zolis, but even then they've not been great chances. And this first half is pretty much done. And that is half-time at an incredibly disappointing score. Wow, our defending is poor. We play like we're better than we are. What do we not know? Bruges syndrome strikes again. There is one thing I hate above all, and it is an arrogant player who thinks they're better than they are. These players would not survive one day in a dressing room with Pep Guardiola. I swear down, Zolis, Stankovic, these types of players, yeah, they'd kill themselves if they were in a dressing room with Pep Guardiola. They'd kill themselves after 5 minutes. You think you're good, mate? Bruv. Why are you playing like that, mate? You're not that guy, bro. Joachim says, one of the few players who played well here. I mean, the thing is, yeah, Anderlecht scored 1-0. They know they're not as good player for player. So what do? They sit back. They close the space. Set up camp. That is exactly what they should be doing. They are playing this game perfectly. Score early, intense, be active, intense early on, and then sit back. Go on the counter. They're playing exactly how they should be playing this game. Meanwhile, Bruges, oh, we're gonna pass. We are too good for this game. Look, a bird. Oh, I'm gonna flick this ball on. Oh fuck, I've lost the ball. Oh, I'm gonna walk back. Oh fuck, we're losing. Like, where's the intensity that they showed when they played Barcelona? Oh, it's nowhere to be found. Because against Barcelona, they're actually motivated. Oh, we're playing a good team. Now, this is also a good team. You're losing against them. But this is how it is almost every week watching this team. Almost every fucking week, bro. I mean, it's incredibly annoying. Yeah, because, like, how do you, yeah? How do you, as a professional athlete, start a game? Like, you're not paying attention. You start a game and you're like, yeah, I'm too good for this. How do you start a game thinking you're too good for it? You're a professional athlete. It's your job. And how do you start a game like that? I do not understand. If these players showed half the intensity that they showed for the Barcelona game, we'd be 3-0 up. If they showed even half the intensity. Anyhow, let's look at some Premier League stuff here, because I still need to update my ELO list as well. Let's do this on stream, shall we? Go screen. Green, dun, there we go. Let's do this on stream. Why not? There we go. I believe Everton won this game. Was it 2-0? Let me check. Doesn't really matter for this, but yeah, Everton won the game 2-0. West Ham won this game as well, didn't they? I didn't watch this West Ham game. Yet they won. Burnley, yikes. Arsenal drew with Sunderland. I remember that very clearly. Chelsea 1-0. Crystal Palace is playing right now, I believe. No, they're playing in a bit, okay. So none of these games have happened yet. None of them have even kicked off yet, so I need to fetch Tottenham's ELO here. Might as well do this on stream, isn't it? Man United actually had a higher ELO going into this game. That's actually funny. Man United and Tottenham. Huh? Yeah, they did. I was like, am I remembering that correctly? But yes, they did draw. Let me open up my calculator as well here. Everton. Where is Everton? Well, here is Fulham. Fulham is pretty low, 1560. Everton, 1582. West Ham. Where's West Ham? Here is West Ham. Burnley. Burnley, here we go. I mean, surprisingly, West Ham was actually favored to win that. Because the way it works is you look at the score of each team. So these are ELO scores. ELO scores are a prediction of who is most likely to win. If you have a higher score, you are favored to win a game. But what you do is you add 20 points to the home team for home advantage. So if you look at this, West Ham is actually favored to win this game, which is surprising because West Ham has been very poor this season, but statistically they were favored to win. Everton as well, but we knew that. Tottenham was actually Man United. If it's like within 20 points of each other, you can generally say probably a draw. Tottenham Man United was actually very close, so a draw. I mean, if you look at this statistically, Tottenham draw Man United, that's what you expect. Everton beat Fulham, that's what you expect. West Ham beat Burnley, that's what you expect, because you add 20 points to the home team. So far, it's actually been kind of results that we've been expecting. Sunderland is the first big upset here. Sunderland against Arsenal. Where is Arsenal? Here is Arsenal, 17-12. It's not the record in the Premier League. I've only started this season, but I think the record is still Liverpool after game 5. That's game... Yeah, so far, the record is 17-25 by Liverpool. Which is interesting, I suppose. Chelsea against Wolves. I mean... Wolves, yikes, you're down bad. Chelsea... There you go. Okay, now to calculate all these results. I'm just gonna plug all these numbers in my calculator quickly. Man United, that's gonna be -2. And the result was a draw. So that's actually, surprisingly, plus 0.1 for Spurs. For what it's worth. Plus 0.1. And minus 0.1. It's Man United on 1637. Everton. Against Fulham. And they won this game. 8.8. That's quite a gap considering. I mean, that's quite a lot considering it's a big gap. And the K factor goes down here to 20. After 10 games, I'll move the K factor down to 20. So if you don't know how ELO works, the K factor basically calculates how quickly your ELO changes, because ELO works in such a way that you measure the ratings of certain of your opponents, and you measure how at what level do you need to perform to be expected to beat this person. So if you beat a 1500, you're performing at the level of a 1700. If you draw a 1500, you're performing at the level of a 1500. If you lose to a 1500, you're performing at the level of a 1400. I'm just saying, right? That's how ELO works. It calculates what rating should you have to beat someone of this rating. And then K factor determines how quickly do you go towards that level. So for example, if K equals 100, then if you win against a 2800, you might expect a 2900 to beat a 2800. If K equals 100, you immediately go to 2900. But if K equals 20, you might go plus 5 rating points. So that's how that works. Right, Fulham, minus 8.8. 15, my mouse is in the way here. 1560.1 minus 8.8 is... Here we go. West Ham against Burnley, and they won. Surprisingly, 9.5. That is more than I expected, to be honest. I mean, again, these are kind of small gaps. But okay, 9.5. I thought that with the K factor going down to 20, that these swings would be less severe, but apparently not. It's fine though, I'll keep the K factor at 20. I think if you do K equals 10, once you do K equals 10, I think it will be, I think it will just be too slow to get an accurate result, because chess works over the, because ELO is invented for chess, right? So ELO is supposed to work over 100 games, over 1,000 games. So that's why K equals 10 in the ELO calculations in chess. But I feel like if you do that in football, with only 30 games in a season, it won't have enough games to give an accurate ELO. Anyhow, this is gonna be business days here for Sunderland. Minus 20 Arsenal. Plus their away side. Plus 9.4. Business time for Sunderland, bro. 9.4. I'm just gonna quickly check if I did this correctly. I did not. Yeah. I thought so, yeah. Also, like, that can't be right. Yeah, 12.3. There we go. 16.9. Go. I knew that could not be correct. I miscalculated that. Minus 12.3. And Arsenal actually falls down to 16.99 again. There's not been one team that's stayed above 1700 for a long time. Shows how difficult it is to stay well ahead of the pack, doesn't it? Because, I mean, you're 17-10. You draw one game, you don't even lose, you draw one away game, you immediately drop back down into the 1600s level. So, to be playing at 1700s level is clearly very difficult. I mean, Wolves is just like, Jesus Christ. Look at this eel over. Like, my god. Let's see where Wolves end up after this latest calculation. Because if they lost again, they're the away side, so the calculation is going to be a bit less bad, but it's still dropping 5.1. Yikes, Wolves. Oh, sorry. Yikes. That is bad for the Wolves. Like, the state of Wolves this season is shocking. Absolutely shocking. Has the second half begun already, by the way? Yes, it's just kicked off. I thought so, so like, isn't it taking a while for the second half here to kick off? Let me fix the timer here, and then we'll be off for the second half. 45... 25, sure. And off we are. And shot goes just wide. For Anderlecht. As they were going forward very quickly there in the second half. Right then. Gonna be interesting to see how these games go. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen now, but I will quickly fill those out as well. Oh, I obviously can't put the results in yet, but I can quickly put in the ELOS. Then that's something I don't have to do anymore. Palace, that correct? Yes. Brighton, if I can find Brighton. Aston Villa. If I can find Aston Villa. Bournemouth. Bournemouth is kind of cooking, actually. I look at Bournemouth and they've got a pretty good rating at the moment, actually. Didn't realize that Bournemouth was cooking like that. Brentford. Brentford against Newcastle. Brentford is actually statistically the favorite. Again, statistically. Statistics don't always give you a full story, do it. Do you have a website to watch the match free? Unfortunately, I do not. There are some pirate sites that you can try, like Roger Director, but I can't promise that they'll work. It's annoying, isn't it? With the zone just taking the piss, basically. It's annoying. Big up, Michael. Big up. Thank you for the raid. Big up to Adam as well, who just joined. Yeah, you're not the only one having a bad day. You're not the only one having a bad day. Our day can still turn good, though. That's the difference. The question is, will it? Michael raid, big up. Cheers to Michael. How did the Utrecht game go? Other than 4. Anderlecht running down the right here. 5:38 a.m. American, South, North American, all the same. American football fans who stay up until, or like who wake up at like 5 a.m. to watch football. They're a special breed of people. Like, they're a special breed, aren't they? Corner now to Anderlecht. And, yeah. I just woke up. Special breed of people, man. Waking up at 5:38 a.m. to watch football. Pass the ball, come on, what are you doing here? Pass that ball, Jesus Christ, Jackers. Into Ordonez. Ordonez brings the ball to Seys. Seys can't find Forbes. Now throw in to Brugge. Actually, why is this kickoff so early? I just realized, why is Brugge Anderlecht so early? Like 1:30. This is like the biggest game of the weekend. Surely you want the Brazilian viewers to watch this, right? Because we have a fuckload of Brazilian fans for the Belgian league. Surely you'd put this game out at 9 so the Brazilian fans can watch this. I just realized that. Bit weird, isn't it? But tomorrow there's no football. I could sleep in. Luckily. Luckily for you. Corner to Brugge now. I mean, we've been bored so far, so maybe a corner will be what it takes. Not a great corner either. Ordonez actually does get his head to it. Yeah, but not a good header. Not a good header. I think this game is gonna continue like this, to be honest. By the way, if you want to talk about struggling sides right now in the Premier League, Nottingham Forest is one of them. Look at Forest right now. Liverpool, where are you? There you are. Oh. Anderlecht are going up again, and ball cleared by Onyedika. Anderlecht have it much easier going up the pitch. Brugge have to fight for every yard, though. Anderlecht is just defending well. Brugge started out the game not paying attention, just being arrogant. Anderlecht took advantage, as they should, and now they're just attacking well on the counter. Anderlecht was in there, by the way. That was a great ball to Bertaccini. Look at this ball just lifted in. Bertaccini makes a good run, somehow not picked up. Then Bertaccini runs into the goalkeeper. Sequest should have cleared that ball. What are you doing? He just let it roll after a corner. There's the ball. This guy. Corner to Anderlecht. It's a poor one. Headed back into the box now. And Brugge win the second ball. Zolis can't get the ball out of his feet. Can't complain either, he's already on a yellow. And it's a throw into Anderlecht. Why did I not get a notification for it, by the way? Like, Discord is moving weird. I'm not getting notifications when I get DM'd for it. Which is annoying, because I have to keep checking if I get DMs. Romeo loses the ball. What done? You should not let that bounce. What are you doing? You never let a ball bounce. Come on. Basics. If you're a defender, you never let the ball bounce. That's basics. You don't know what happens once the ball bounces. You do know what happens when you boot it away before it touches the ground. Flies off into nowhere. Ball out, slots going. To Brugge. What can I say? I respect the way Anderlecht play. They're very mature about this game. Brugge is playing like a bunch of children. There's no cohesion, there's no strategy. Like, Anderlecht players, they know on a technical level they're not as good, but they're playing way smarter. Vermont now on the ball. Oh, Vermont does woeful there. Oh, he's a howler. And now he's gonna pick up a yellow card too. Oh, that's woeful. Yeah, they're at home, but they haven't won a game against Brugge in a few years. I mean, there was a little while where Club Brugge and Anderlecht kept drawing every fucking game. Like, the last time Anderlecht won a game was 2024. Nah, not really. Because from like 2021 to 2024, like from 2021 to 2024, every single game ended in a draw, barred one win for the Brugge, a 1-0 stinky win. Oh, that is very scrappy defending, but Jakkers claims the ball. Onyedika gets put under pressure and immediately loses it. Now, ball into the box by Anderlecht. It's still in the box there. Anderlecht had the ball backwards into Angulo. That's a flop. Come on now. Outside of free kick. Just flopped on the ground. Ah, that's silly. That is silly. That should not be a free kick. There was some pulling there, but he just flopped on the ground. There was... what? Ah, that is silly. That is incredibly silly. He just flopped on the ground there. That should never be a free kick. Isn't this Vincent Company's boyhood club? It is. Vermont and Forbes coming off. Why are you taking Vermont off? This is dumb. Vermont has been our best player. I don't get these substitutions. Yeah, make substitutions, yes, but don't take off your best fucking player. I mean, these substitutions are fucking stupid. Did he come from the academy? He did. Absolutely stupid substitutions. Take off Zolis, who's been dropping a stinker. If you want to put Rasoldi on. Heck, take off Stankovic. He's been dropping a stinker. Put Vermont in midfield, so take off Stankovic. And put Rasoldi on. Why would you take off your best player? I don't get that. Like, oh, we need a new striker, we're losing. Yeah, but your current striker is playing the best. Your current striker can play in the 10 as well. So why would you take him off? Incredible footwork, by the way, by Bertassini to get into box there. Good save by Jakkers, but I think we're losing this. Brugge is not in here because Koolsemans comes out. You see how much more intensity these Anderlecht players have. They are actually up for this game. These Bruges players think they're fucking slick. Loppian words will ghost again. Ball down the left here. Good ball down the left. Forbes. Into the box. Tries to cut the ball back. It's been blocked. Florian Wirtz is sorry, it's Diacon, not Forbes. I forgot Forbes came off. Wirtz has not done anything yet in the Premier League, has he? Woeful player. German Tom Cleverley. We just had to. We just need that to understand. Matthäus was cooking. Matthäus was cooking. Zolis picks up the ball. Gets it to Jakkers. Jakkers, long ball. And we've lost the ball. Come on, fight for this ball. Zolis is running for it. That's about it. Like, all these players are running over each other's feet, basically. They're allowing so much space for Anderlecht because they're all right next to each other. You're not supposed to be right next to each other. You're supposed to be with your man. And when there's no pressure and you're winning 1-0, then very much so hold on to the ball forever. Now they've lost the ball. Gasoldi. Into Diakon here. Good ball for the Diakon. Just shoots that, mate. Oh, you should never gone back. Gasoldi gives it to Van Aken. Diakon again. Amadou Diakon. Onyedika gives the ball on the left here. Says, good ball, says into Diakon. Diakon goes down in the box way too easily. You fucking bitch, bro. I hate these fucking pussy players, bro. Stay on your feet. If he stays on his feet, cuts the ball back to, I believe, Gasoldi there in the box, you've got a chance for a tap in. But no, I'm gonna flop on the ground the moment I get pushed. Fucking pussy. Ball shot wide here by Anderlecht. And free kick to Brugge now. Says, come on, pass this ball. Look at the pace, bro. All of Anderlecht's players are on the left. So what you do is you bring the ball to the right and to the left and you keep going from side to side until they press up and create space or until they fuck up somewhere. When they just compact themselves in one area, you don't stand there looking around like fucking idiots. I mean, we're allowing them to have this game. Because Anderlecht play in one of the most easy to break down styles of a low block. They play into like style where you just shift your team over to the ball side. If everyone goes to the ball side, you just pass the ball left, right, left, right, left, right. You're gonna get tired. So you won't do that, so you'll start pressing up. And once you start pressing up, you're fucking dead, bro, because you're gonna get passed through. They're playing in the worst style of low block. All you have to do is pass side to side quickly. And then if they press up, be alert and pass through them. We've not done that all game. Ball cross in now. I think that's one of the first crosses we've had the entire game. With 70 minutes in, I think we've maybe crossed the ball 2 or 3 times against a low block. Belgium is 2-0 up. Belgium's under 17 is 2-0 up. After about 70 minutes played in that game too. We're not gonna score in this game. We can play another 50 hours. With these tactics, we don't score. The manager is absolutely fucked up here with the tactics. The substitutions as well are poor. When you're losing, you don't take off your best attacker. I mean, that's just fucking stupid. It's now second half in that game. Yeah, I mean, it kicked off at the same time as this game, so it's about the same minute, isn't it? Look at how quick Anderlecht is to bring a ball into the box. Brugge, meanwhile, pass ball left, pass ball back. This is the movement of Brugge when we have the ball. Just back and forth, sometimes a little bit, and it's very slow. Meanwhile, when Anderlecht have the ball, going to the left, it's going back, it's going around, it's recycled the ball, can't get through, toss it in, goal down the middle, chip it over. They are moving the ball in a dynamic way. Brugge is just so slow. And we're not using the full pitch. Anderlecht is using the full pitch. Sikwe into the box, out for a goal, for a corner. Board that and ball out for a goal kick. Anderlecht. At least we're bringing balls into the box now. I mean, this football is portrait. Says. Walks the ball out of play. Congratulations. I'll throw in is given to Bruges. Fair enough. You will be back for the Man City against Liverpool later. Yes, sir. We'll be back. I will be back. I can't do the Terminator. That was a terrible Terminator impression, wasn't it? Sique. And toward Donetsk, and we just keep going back here. Well, Bournemouth just kicked off. Meanwhile, I'm watching this woeful football. We've got some, give or take, 10 minutes of football left. I can't imagine much stoppage time. The ball has not been out of play for too much. Stoppage time is going to be maybe 2 or 3 minutes, so... Let's say 3 minutes. So at most you have 14 minutes left here. I can't lie. You can play another 5 hours. Bruges will not score. Bruges need a typical number 10. I feel like that's what Bruges needs. Someone who can create from midfield. Because right now, yeah, Van Aken creates from midfield, but he's an 8. Like, it's not the same. He creates, but... And he's a really good player, but it's not the same. That lesson is not a 10, because a 10 needs to create and score. Needs to be able to do both. I think that's what Bruges lack, a creative midfielder. I'm speaking of company, Bayern München. The win streak ended yesterday with 2-2 draw. Yeah. Listen, it's not that big of a deal, is it? They're well cleared in their league. Like, it's not a very big record in my opinion. It's like, you know what it is, yeah? I mean, it's an impressive record because of the Champions League games. The Bundesliga, I'm not really that convinced, but it's a brilliant record, isn't it? I believe it's the best record of a winning run in the top 5 European leagues. So yeah, they draw one game away, but it doesn't really matter. They've played brilliant football this season. Alf, I'm nervous for the game today. No, I mean like winning streak. I'm pretty sure Arsenal had a better unbeaten run at the start of 04-05, coming off that invincible season. But like, it's definitely the best winning run that any team in the top 5 has had. That I know of. Alf, I'm nervous for the game today. Let's see what Liverpool pull up with. I think this game is down to what Liverpool does. If we just play our best football, yeah, then I think we win unless Liverpool are playing at their at last season's level. This game mainly comes down to Liverpool. We just need to play our best level, which we can play at. Yellow card here for who is it? Not Angulo. It's Struikens who picks up the yellow card. That's a bit silly for a yellow, I can't lie. I would not give that as a yellow. I hope to God that Liverpool play Frimpong. Yeah, Frimpong, Konate, Van Dijk, and Robertson. I hope they play that back four. We're gonna feast on Frimpong and Konate there, bro. Doku is gonna tear them a new one. Then Haaland in a 1-on-1 against Van Dijk. He wins that every day of the year. And then it's just, can we create? Kerky most certainly can create. I mean, obviously, he's won the league title to start off with. He might do a domestic treble this season. I don't think he wins the Champions League. People who think Bayern Munich not winning the Champions League wait for the big games, the semi-final, the final. Oh, we should have scored there. How are we not scoring? Come on, that's a chance. Mechelen. Why is Mechelen so far up the pitch? You're the centre back, mate. What you doing there? We should have scored that. Ball into the box again. Diakon, poor touch. Shouldn't have taken a touch. He should have just shot. Diakon now to Sikwe. Sikwe onto the far post. Into the box again. And Says into the box again. Says lets it go out for a corner. Thundercam Bell is gonna score 1-all. Hey, bring him on then. Goal Leeds. By the way, Leeds, big up. Leeds are playing to survive. They're not getting relegated this season. Neither is Sunderland. Liverpool, or Liverpool, that is right. I mean, Wait for the banter until the game is done, I'd say. You wait until full time for the banter. Because right now, if you're an Anderlecht fan and you're coming with banter, you saw those 2 chances. What if Brugge scored 2 chances at the end? You wait for the banter until full time. When it's full time, that's when you can talk. And that's poor defending by Brugge. Good save by Jakkers though. Ball cleared. I'm not sure what the referee is giving here. I think it's offside. Okay. It's offside. So free kick to Brugge as that Anderlecht striker, whose name I simply cannot pronounce, was offside. Let me try pronouncing this name, yeah? I mean, Serbians always have these fucked up names. How do you pronounce CVE? Like what is this combination of letters? CVE. I think you pronounce that Vet, and then it's Kovic. Kovic is easy. So, Svetkovic. Svetkovic, I believe. Svetkovic. I think that's how you say that name, but I'm not sure. But yeah, it doesn't matter. He's been substituted off. And so, as Zolis, Onyedika off, Zolis off, and Vetlesen and Campbell are on. Goal for us, and it's 1-1 already. Adam must for Leeds. Al Van Aken, why are you doing that? That is so dumb. Take the ball down. Sung hard 2 minutes later. That was so dumb by Van Aken. Why are you trying to keep the ball in the air there? But under no pressure, you can easily pass that ball into someone's feet. So dumb. Long throw in now by Anderlecht. Brugge win the ball back, but not for very long, or Donetsk goes down. Free kick to Brugge. And a yellow card will come up for whoever kicked that ball away. I didn't see who it was that kicked it away. It was Torgan Hazard. He picks it by yellow card. Two minutes left. And Brugge are not looking like scoring, to be honest. And even if Brugge scored, a draw is not good enough, because then Union will draw ahead of you in the next game. Because Union are playing Mechelen at home. They'll probably win that, so the gap will widen at the top. So a draw isn't good enough. Brugge needed a win today, and we're going home with a loss. Might even be a 2-0 loss here, as the ball is in the box for Anderlecht, but they've put it wide. And Joachim Seys is down. Fucking wonderful. We have 3 fullbacks, which is already too little. You need at least 4. And all 3 our fullbacks are injured. Wonderful. Three minutes of stoppage time. First loss since getting battered by Bayern and company. Yeah. And we don't have any substitutions left, so we're kind of fucked here. The Anderlecht fans are celebrating. Congratulations, you won your first game in, what? 4 years? First win in 4 years? Congrats. Onyedika getting out-muscled here, which is scored by him. Now Van Aken moves the ball to Diakon. Diakon is taking too many touches, now passes back to Van Aken. Ah, poor passing. Such poor passing. And Anderlecht are going up on a counter again. Onyedika wins the ball back. Jakkers. Into Seys. Sikwe, ball up the pitch. And ball cleared again. Long ball down the left by Brugge, going into nowhere. Man of the match, fuck all of them, bro. Fuck all these slots, they're all shit, bro. They're playing like they're too good to play in this league, then they go a goal down and they're fucked. How often does that happen? Literally every time we get a good result in Europe, they play like they're too good for this league and we lose a fucking game. I'm so tired of these fucking players, man. Just get a full team of Belgian players, because these foreign players do not give a fuck. Stankovic has had an earth-shattering stinker today, and somehow he's played the full game. Easily been the worst played between both teams, Stankovic. He's played the full game. Why? Why has he played the full game? He's been the worst player on the pitch for both teams. I mean, he came off in the fucking, what, 90th minute or something. Congratulations. Too late 10, isn't it? It's 4 minutes of stoppage time, so... I don't really care, to be honest, who the referee is. All the referees are shit in the Premier League, so... Does it matter? Does it matter who's the referee in the Premier League? They're all shit. Bruce should go forwards one last time here. Anderlecht fans are gonna talk big, then fall off. Can't fall off when you're already down. And that's full time. Wow. 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 I mean, how pathetic is that game? You look at the way Bruges play, that's pathetic. I mean, that's just pathetic football. I'm sorry. Mid-table players play better. These players, they get a good result in Europe, and they think they're them. Not that guy. You got one good result in Europe, and now you think you're good. Stankovic thinks he's a good player. Brother, Stankovic, doing all these tricks, all this fucking special stuff. He was not doing that before. Why is he doing that suddenly? Because his ego got inflated because they drew against Barca, sorry. Draw against Barca and suddenly think you're big shit. Fuck off. Stankovic, you're shit. If you were a good player, you'd still be at Inter Milan. Carlos Forbes, you're shit. If you were a good player, you'd still be at Man City. All these players are shit, but they think they're good because they get one good result in Europe. Exasperating. Honestly, exasperating. And that is on the manager, by the way. The manager is not coaching a mentality. What should you do as manager after you win a big game in Europe as a small team? When this has been an issue for years, that attitude issue. You get your team together one day before the game, or 2 days before the game even. Get everyone together and you say, listen, this is a tough game. Listen, these are good players. Listen, we're not likely to win this game. That they're gonna fucking set up. We're not favored to win this game. So you need to be intense from the start. You need to be alert. You need to be in your position. None of that. You see, none of that. That is a coach who fails to coach players. And players who fail to have the attitude required for the top level. Some of these players have the talent to play at the top level, but they never will. Because managers will look. Big top managers will look at the games they play against weaker opponents. They'll see the absolute shit attitude they walk on a pitch with, and they'll say, not for me, he's shit. People don't get it. The biggest part of football is mentality. Above all, mentality. Players with this mentality don't win league titles. Never win league titles with this mentality. We used to have Ruud Vormer, Hans van Aken, Valanta. These were players that were never being looked at by top countries, were they? They were nowhere near the talent of these players. But you know what? I mean, Hans van Aken is the same player. But you know what? They have mentality. Because they know they're not that good. These players think they're good. You're not good. If you're good, you would be at Inter Milan. Inter Milan sold you. You're shit. Man City sold you. You're shit. Shit players who got sold by big clubs think they're good because they get one good result in Europe. Go fuck yourself. Michael Oliver supports Newcastle, and we all know how much Newcastle fans hate Liverpool. Yeah, but they're all shit, so who cares? I mean, who cares? They're all shit. Yeah. Just like how people trust the process and get giddy about it. And that's different. That's different. Well, yeah, Sunderland, they're just doing much better than Newcastle at the moment. The Black Cats are just better. I mean, yeah, Newcastle has been fucked this season. That is before international break. Yeah, there you go. I'll swear, before the international break, you lose. Newcastle scored, by the way. Anyhow, I'll leave it there. I'll be back in an hour for the Man City game. And then I'll see you guys there. I'll redirect you guys now. Like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.